Look, here's the deal. The world wants you to believe that making money is some kind of four-dimensional chess game that requires a PhD and 15 different monitors. But honestly, that is the biggest lie ever sold to our generation. The truth is, complexity is just a tax on people who do not have a clear plan. Most of you are out here doom-scrolling through financial news, panicking about interest rates, and trying to find the next 100 times crypto coin while your actual bank account is crying for help. I get it because I was exactly that guy. I remember being 22 years old, sitting in my dark apartment, staring at candle charts until 3 in the morning. I thought I was a genius because I bought some random penny stocks and watched a few videos about options trading. Oh shit, I remember the day I lost $4,000 in 20 minutes because I thought I could outsmart the market. That was $4,000 I did not even really have. I was living on cheap noodles and bad coffee, yet I was gambling like a high roller at a Vegas table. I was stressed, I was broke, and I was chasing a ghost, but then it finally hit me. Real wealth is not about the intensity of your trading, it is about the consistency of your habits. I stopped trying to be flashy and started being incredibly boring, and that is when things actually started to change for the better. I went from $0 to $120,000 not by picking the perfect stock, but by simplifying every single part of my life. Nowadays, people are obsessed with having more apps, more subscriptions, more notifications, more debt. We buy things we do not need to impress people we do not even like. We call it progress. But it is actually just total chaos. Every new app on your phone is another person trying to steal your attention and your money. You got a banking app, a savings app, a crypto app, a budgeting app, and 3 different brokerage apps. Why do you really need all that noise? Look at the people who are actually wealthy. I mean, the quiet wealthy, not the guys renting cars for Instagram. They are not checking their portfolios every 5 minutes. They are out living their lives while their money works for them in the background. The secret to my $120,000 journey was realizing that less is actually more. I cut the junk, I stopped the emotional spending, I stopped trying to time the market. I realized that 10 years of consistency beats 1 week of luck every single time. Let us talk about the math, because the math does not lie. If you want to build real wealth, you need a strategy so simple that a 10-year-old could explain it for me. That looks like a very basic portfolio. I put 70% of my money into VUO. That is the S&P 500. It is the 500 biggest companies in America. When you buy VUO, you are betting on the entire economy. You do not have to worry if one company fails because you own the whole basket. Then I put 20% into SHD. This is for dividend growth. It is like getting a raise every year just for holding the stock. The last 10% goes into VUG for that extra growth potential. That is it. 3 funds, no individual stock picking, no guessing, no stress. I set up an automatic transfer every month. The money leaves my bank account before I even have a chance to spend it on something stupid. This is called dollar cost averaging. When the market is up, I buy. When the market is down and everyone is panicking on the news, I buy even more. I do not care about the daily fluctuations. I care about where I will be in 10, 20, or 30 years. Most people fail because they cannot handle the boredom. They want the adrenaline hit of a big win, but wealth building is not supposed to be exciting. It is supposed to be like watching grass grow or paint dry. If your investments are giving you a heart attack, you are doing it wrong. You are not an investor, you are a gambler. And the house always wins against a gambler. You have to learn to live below your means. Living below your means is the ultimate superpower in a consumerist society. If you make $4,000 a month, act like you make $3,000, invest the rest. People will call you cheap. They will ask why you are still driving that old car or why you are not going out every weekend. Let them talk while they are working 60 hours a week to pay off a car loan for a vehicle. That is losing value. You are buying your freedom. Freedom is the only luxury that actually matters. I would rather have $100,000 in the bank and drive an old Toyota than have a brand new car and $50 in my savings account. One of those is a prison. The other is a runway. You have to decide which one you want. We are living in a time where everyone is mentally and financially tired. The inflation is high. The rent is crazy, and the job market feels like a game of musical chairs. I know it is hard. I know it feels like the system is rigged against us. And in many ways, the system is designed to keep you in debt and keep you consuming. But you have the power to opt out. You opt out by being disciplined. You opt out by staying sober in a world that is drunk on credit. Do not let the fear of missing out, or FOMO, drive your financial decisions when you see some guy talking about how he made $1 million on a meme coin. Remember, for every one of him, there are 10,000 people who lost their entire life savings. You do not hear about them because losers do not post their losses. Stick to the fundamentals. Simple works. A simple spreadsheet works better than a fancy app. A simple index fund works better than a hedge fund manager. A simple life works better than a cluttered one. Stop adding unnecessary complexity to your life. Clean your room, clear your mind, and automate your wealth. You do not need 47 different financial products. You need one good plan and the guts to stick to it for a long time. Consistency matters way more than intensity. I want you to think about the older version of yourself. That person is counting on you right now. The decisions you make today, the $500 you choose to invest instead of blow on a night out, that is a gift to your future self. Do not let that person down because you wanted to look cool in front of people you do not even like. Real wealth is being able to wake up in the morning and decide exactly what you want to do with your day. That is the goal. Not the numbers on a screen, but the time you get back. I am going to tell you a story about a friend of mine who tried to follow every single guru on the internet. He had a portfolio that looked like a grocery list. He had some gold, some silver, some crypto, some tech stocks, some energy stocks, and a whole lot of confusion. Every time the news changed, he changed his strategy. If inflation went up, he sold everything and bought gold. If tech stocks went up, he sold his gold and chased the rally. He was busy every single day. He was checking the charts at work, at dinner, and even at the gym. He thought he was being an active investor after 5 years of this constant stress. He sat down and calculated his returns. He had made about 2% per year. In that same 5 years, the S&P 500 had gone up significantly more. He had spent thousands of hours, sacrificed his mental health, and lost sleep only to make less money than a person who did absolutely nothing. That was the moment I realized that activity does not equal results in the world of money. In fact, in many cases, activity is a negative. Every time you trade, you pay a spread, you potentially pay taxes, and most importantly, you pay with your peace of mind. I want you to think about your energy as a finite resource. If you are spending all your energy worrying about your money, you have no energy left to actually earn more money or enjoy your life. The reason I talk about Voku and SHG so much is because they allow you to be lazy. Being lazy with your investments is actually a professional strategy. It is called the set and forget method. Once you have your automated system in place, your only job is to live your life. Go for a walk, read a book, learn a new skill, or spend time with your family. Your money is doing its job so you can do yours. We are constantly bombarded with messages telling us we need more, you need a bigger house, you need a faster car, you need the latest phone. But have you ever noticed that the feeling of buying something new only lasts for about 3 days? After that, it just becomes another thing you have to take care of, another bill to pay, another piece of clutter in your house. I started looking at my life and asking, does this thing bring me peace or does it bring me stress? I sold the stuff I did not use, I canceled the subscriptions I did not watch, I simplified my wardrobe, and suddenly I felt like I could breathe again. This mental clarity is what allowed me to focus on my career and increase my income. You cannot increase your income if your brain is full of junk. You need space to think, space to create, and space to grow. That is what the $120,000 journey was really about. It was about clearing away the garbage. So the real wealth could grow. I want you to take a look at your phone right now. How many financial apps do you have? If it is more than 2, you might be overcomplicating things. You need a way to earn, a way to save, and a way to invest. Everything else is just entertainment. And let us be honest, the stock market is the most expensive form of entertainment in the world. If you treat it like a game, it is not a game. It is a tool for building a life of freedom. I see so many people getting caught up in the politics of money. They get angry at the government. They get angry at the banks, they get angry at the billionaires. While they are busy being angry, the wealthy are busy buying assets. The world does not care about your feelings. The market does not care if you think things are unfair. The only thing that matters is what you do with the resources you have. Stop waiting for someone to save you. No politician is going to fix your bank account. No lottery ticket is going to change your life. It is up to you. It is about the small choices you make every single day. It is about saying no to the temporary pleasure so you can say yes to the permanent freedom. When I first started this channel, people told me I was too simple. They said I should talk about complex derivatives or macroeconomics, but I looked around and saw thousands of people who were terrified of money because they thought it was too hard. I want to show you that it is not hard. It is just a matter of discipline and time. If you can master those 2 things, you will be ahead of 99% of the population. Most people will never be wealthy because they cannot stop buying things. They are addicted to the hit of dopamine they get from a new purchase. You have to break that addiction. You have to find your dopamine in seeing your net worth grow instead of seeing your closet fill up. I get excited when I see my dividend payments hit my account. It does not matter if it is only $10 or $50. That is money I did not have to work for. That is my money working for me. That is a small piece of my freedom being bought back. Every dollar you invest is a soldier in your army. The more soldiers you have, the more territory you can conquer. But if you keep spending your soldiers on clothes and electronics, you will never have an army. You will always be a servant to someone else. I want you to be the commander of your own life. I want you to have the power to say no to a job you hate. I want you to have the power to move to a city you love. I want you to have the power to help the people you care about. All of that starts with a simple plan. Write down your goals, calculate your expenses, set up your automation, and then stop worrying. The biggest risk in life is not the market going down. The biggest risk is getting to the end of your life and realizing you spent all your time working for things that did not matter. Do not let that be your story. Start today, even if you only have $50 to start with. Just start. The habit is more important than the amount. Once you start seeing the progress, you will never want to go back. You will realize that the simple life is actually the most luxurious life there is. It is a life free from the weight of expectations and the prison of debt. It is a life where you are in control. I am here to tell you that it is possible. If a guy like me, who lost $4,000 in a stupid trade, can build a $120,000 portfolio, then you can do it too. I am not special. I just got tired of the noise. I chose to listen to the math instead of the gurus. I chose to value my time more than my status, and I want the same for you. So take a deep breath. Delete the apps you do not need. Sell the stuff that is taking up space. Focus on your health, your mind, and your simple investments. The noise will always be there, but you do not have to listen. Keep your head down and stay the course. The future is bright for those who are patient. Thank you for being part of this community. We are all in this together. We are the ones who are building something real while everyone else is chasing shadows. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and most importantly, stay simple. The wealth will follow. I promise you that. Look around at the people you admire, not the famous ones, but the people in your life who seem truly happy and at peace. Do they have 1,000 different things going on, or do they have a few deep relationships and a clear sense of purpose? Money is just a tool to help you get more of that peace. If your money is causing you more stress than it is solving, you have the wrong relationship with it. Fix the relationship, fix the strategy, and fix the life. It is all connected. You cannot have a complex investment strategy and a simple life. They will fight each other until one of them wins. Choose the simple life, choose the simple strategy. Let the world be loud while you grow your wealth in silence. That is the ultimate flex, being the person who does not have to shout to be heard, being the person who does not have to show off to be respected, being the person who is truly free. I am going to keep sharing my journey with you, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because I want you to see that it is a process. It is not a straight line to the top. There will be days when the market is down and you feel like quitting. There will be days when you want to spend all your savings on a vacation, but you have to stay strong. You have to remember why you started. You started because you wanted something better. You wanted a life that was not defined by a paycheck, and you are getting closer every single day. Every month that you stick to your plan is a victory. Every dollar you save is a step toward freedom. Do not underestimate the power of small wins. They add up to something massive over time. That is how I got to $120,000, one small win at a time, one simple choice at a time, one day at a time. I believe in you. I know you have what it takes to break the cycle. I know you have what it takes to build a legacy. So let us get back to the basics. Let us get back to what actually works. Let us build something that lasts. The noise is temporary, but wealth is permanent if you build it right. Keep it simple. My friends, that is the only way to win. When I was younger, I used to think that being smart meant knowing a lot of things. Now that I am older, I realize that being smart means knowing what to ignore. Ignore the hype, ignore the fear, and ignore the complexity. Focus on your path and do not look left or right. Your future self will thank you for the silence you created today. Your future self will thank you for the simplicity you embraced. And when you finally reach your goals, you will realize that the journey was never about the money. It was about the person you became along the way. A person who is disciplined, focused, and at peace. That is the real wealth. That is the real $120,000 lesson. And I am glad I got to share it with you. Tonight the coffee is getting cold, but the vision is clearer than ever. It is time to stop talking and start doing it. It is time to take control. It is time to simplify. Remember, the best person who is going to take care of that old you is the young you right now. Do not let that old version of yourself down. They are counting on you to make the right choices today. So make them invest in yourself, invest in your future, and stay grounded. The world will keep spinning, the news will keep screaming, and the markets will keep moving. But you will be steady, you will be solid, you will be simple. And that is how you win the game. I will see you guys in the next video where we dive even deeper into the actual numbers. But for now, just focus on the mindset, get your head right, and the rest will follow. Peace out. Actually, wait, one more thing before you go. I want you to do one thing for me. Take one app off your phone that you know is wasting your time or your money. Just one. It is a small step, but it is a start. It is a signal to yourself that you are taking control. It is a signal that you are choosing simplicity over chaos. Once you do that, you will feel a tiny bit lighter. And tomorrow, you can take another step, and the day after that, another one. Before you know it, you will be miles ahead of where you are now. Okay, now I am really done. Go take that step. I will be right here cheering you on. This journey is not easy, but it is worth every single effort. We are building a life of meaning, not just a pile of cash, and that makes all the difference in the world. See you soon. Take care of yourself and your money. Keep it simple, keep it real, and keep moving forward. No matter what happens, do not stop. The only way to fail is to quit, and you are not a quitter. You are a builder, you are a strategist, you are a survivor, and you are going to be wealthy. Not just in your bank account, but in your soul. That is the DD09 way. Good night and stay focused. Let the quiet work begin. Every single day is a new opportunity to choose simplicity. Every single day is a new opportunity to build your future. Do not waste it. The time is going to pass anyway. You might as well spend it building something that matters. Something that gives you peace, something that gives you freedom. The road to 120,000 was paved with small, boring choices. The road to your first million will be the same. Embrace the boredom, enjoy the silence, and trust the process. The numbers will take care of themselves if you take care of the habits. Now imagine your life 5 years from now if you continue on the path of complexity. You are still chasing the next big thing, still stressed about every market dip, and still paying for things you do not really want. You are exhausted. Now imagine your life if you choose simplicity today. You have a growing nest egg, your bills are covered, and you have the mental space to pursue your passions. You are free. Which one are you going to choose? The choice is made in the small moments. It is made when you decide to cook at home instead of ordering out. It is made when you decide to buy another share of VUA instead of a new gadget. It is made when you decide to turn off the news and go for a run. These choices might seem insignificant at the time, but they are the bricks that build your fortress. I am telling you this because I want you to win. I want us all to win. The game is rigged, but the rules are simple. Once you know where to look, do not let them distract you with the bright lights and the loud noises. Keep your eyes on the prize, keep your heart in the right place, and keep your money in the right assets. I have seen people with millions of dollars who are miserable because they never learn to be simple. They are constantly worried about losing what they have. But if you build your wealth on a foundation of simplicity, you will never be afraid. You will know that even if the market crashes, you have the skills and the mindset to rebuild. That is true security, that is true confidence, and that is what I want for every single one of you. Go out there and start building, stop planning, stop worrying, and start doing. The world needs more people who are financially free and mentally clear. Be one of those people. The coffee is finally gone and the sun is almost up. It is a brand new day, a new chance to be better than you were yesterday. Make it count. I will be right here with you every step of the way. We are the DD09 crew, and we are just getting started. 120,000 is just the beginning. The ceiling is as high as you want it to be. Just remember to keep the ladder simple. If the ladder is too complicated, you will fall before you reach the top. Build a solid, simple ladder and keep climbing. You got this, I know you do. Now go out there and prove it to yourself. Not to me, not to the world, but to yourself. You are capable of more than you think. You just need to clear the clutter. Stay simple, stay focused, and stay wealthy. I am signing off. Now for real, peace and love to all of you. Let us make some moves. $1 at a time, one day at a time. The simple way is the only way. Let us go. Remember what I said about the notification on your phone? That one app you deleted today was just the start of your new life. Every time you resist the urge to complicate things, you are winning. Every time you choose peace over chaos, you are winning. Do not let the world tell you otherwise. They want you confused, but you are choosing to be clear. They want you broke, but you are choosing to be rich. They want you loud, but you are choosing to be effective. That is the difference between a follower and a leader. Be a leader in your own life. The wealth is waiting for you. It is already there. You just have to uncover it, get rid of the noise, and find the gold. It is simpler than you think. Good night, stay simple, keep grinding, keep growing, keep winning. The journey continues tomorrow. Be ready. The future is yours for the taking. Just reach out and grab it with simple, steady hands, no shaking, no panicking, just results. That is how we do it here. That is how we win. See you on the other side of your first 100,000. It is a great place to be. I can promise you that much. Now go get some rest. Your brain needs it. Your future needs it. Simple rest leads to simple success. Catch you later. For real this time. Bye.